Well, hey guys, welcome back to the Bass Piper channel. And Rumble, welcome back. Hey guys, and gals, I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas this year. Bass Piper did. And sorry guys, I thought somebody was at my door. I'm back here in the cigar lounge. And wanted to just come on here just a minute and wish everybody a happy new year. And hope you had a great Christmas. And the new year is right upon us in just a couple of days. I hope and pray we have a better 23 than we had a 22 for a lot of us. And I hope that ends up being a nicer year, possibly than the last 2 years we've had. And I just wanted to get on here and just wish you all a happy new year. And I want to show you a couple of things actually one thing that I got from Santa this year. As I showed you in the last video, I went over to Eddie Gray's Pipe Nook on the internet and picked up a Phoenix. I showed you that in the last video. That one kind of came in before Christmas, but this one I've had a while. This particular pipe, I got it back in September. Every year, Savinelli, as you know, puts out their Christmas pipes. And I've gotten one for the last 5 years, except for 2020. I missed that one. Don't know why, but anyway, I think I missed it simply because I think the stems were the same color as they were a few years prior to that. I just said, well, I got one. I didn't think about just getting a different shape in it. But anyway, I skipped 2020. And so I got one, though, this year because I really love the Christmas combination they did with the stem and the band and everything. And this one here is a Savinelli 320. See if you can see that. Everybody knows what a 320 looks like. But the stem on it is really cool. And the green and silver band, let me see if I can get that up close. And the red stem, man, is just absolutely beautiful on this. They did a good job with the cranberry. Of course, just about every year they do the cranberry. It never changes. I wish Savinelli and Eddie, if you see this video, you got connections with Savinelli, maybe. Hey, man, throw anybody knows anybody there at Savinelli. Tell Savinelli it would be wonderful if they would put out some Christmas pipes that they would change the bowl colors. I mean, wouldn't it be neat to have this red stem with a white bowl or a green bowl, like a nice good shade of a green, not dark, but like a medium green with the red stem, Christmas colors. They use the same cranberry every year, and they do great on the stems, white, yellow, reds, whatever, all of that's fine. But the bowls, even like a nice shiny smooth black bowl or red bowl or white bowl with the different colors to make them more Christmassy. Peterson doesn't do a good job with their Christmas ones. To me, they suck. For Christmas, it's that same old, it's just no pizzazz for Christmas, You would think these guys would sell the pipes out the gazoo, because I know a lot of guys are like Bass Piper. You like the colors, you like the stuff that pops. You don't like everything. It's just black stems, black stems, black stems, and a regular old brown looking bowl. And you get tired of that. But Savinelli's on to something. They got half of it right. That's in their stems. And they're hung up on this cranberry bowl every year. So anybody that's got connections with somebody, maybe you can drop a bug in their ear to say, man, come out with some good variations. They'd sell like hotcakes. you know. And it's like when I talked to Rachel at Boswell, and JM started doing it, and I was glad to see that. I told her the same thing. I said, man, have your dad start putting some nice colored stems on the pipes. Make them pop. Get rid of that old black stuff all the time. And lo and behold, after several months, few months, you started seeing Boswell with different stems, browns, yellows, ambers, different colors. And they kind of, I guess, maybe I helped spearhead that as a customer suggestion. I don't know. But anyway, I said all that to say that this was a cool pipe. I'm just over the cranberry. That's all. This dark bowl, and they could pizzazz them up a little bit. And if they just do that, I'm sure they would even sell more of these and have more people wanting the Christmas pipes. But I'm not in the business, so I don't call the shots. But I can give customer suggestions. But anyway, had a good Christmas with the family. Grandboys was over here, and my son and his girlfriend was over here, and got to be with my wife's other side of the family as well. And I hope you had a great Christmas as well. I did pick up some Rough Rider Sweet Robustos, Connecticut's, a box of those. That was my first cigar I ever tried about 3 or 4 months ago. And for a cheap cigar, about $5 a stick, give it or take, a few cents. It was a nice smoking cigar. I got a couple of different brands. I picked up some more Knuckle Busters by Punch. I got some AJ Fernandez New World Connecticut's, and got most everything in Robusto size. I think I got a couple of Toros. And I got Rachel to send me this year some another thing of 4 ounces of Christmas cookie, 4 ounces of vanilla cream. I like those in the aromatics. And I wanted to get the I think it's called the Floral Antilles, I believe, by My Father. I might be pronouncing and tearing that up altogether, but I know it's a My Father's cigar. But JM and them, they didn't have them, and he said, give him this one. This is something we switched out, and it was called a Opalencia, I believe, by My Father's Lie or Lee. Opalencia, I believe is what it's called. But the only problem is she didn't hear me when I said I want mild to medium or medium. This thing is a full. I've never smoked a full. So I'm treading cautiously on this one. As I said, I don't want something that's going to make me puke my guts out. But we'll see how this one goes. I got it in, just looked at it. I looked it up online. I'm going, man, this is a full, strength. So anyway, we'll see how that goes and how base pipe. I don't know if I'll smoke that one on video. You may not want the after effects of that one or the effects during the smoke on video. But anyway, I'll give it a try and see what happens. But have a lot of sugar or soda beside me when I get that on a full stomach. But anyway, we had a good Christmas, and I hope you did too. Just added to my Tupperware. Of course, I got my Tupperware, and I'm going to show you that maybe next week, and of how that looks and what I did with it. A good cheap way, as I said on the last video, guys. If you're getting into cigars, that's a set it and forget it ordeal, and I'll show you what it is. I think I mentioned it cost about $50, but I was actually wrong with that. More like $70 to $80. By the time I was done with everything, I was off about $20 or so with that, and because I forgot to throw in the price of the hygrometer. You could get a cheaper one, but I got a nicer one, and I'll show you that as well, one that you can calibrate and that type of thing. But Cigar Adventure is still going pretty good, and I'm really thinking about pulling the trigger on getting me a nice wooden humidor. I've heard just so many bad reviews on things with those wooden, humidors, trying to keep the humidity and all of that right. But my Tupperware is spot on, man. I mean, the humidity, everything with the Boveda pack, everything is going well. 69% Boveda packs, and it's keeping it around 66 to 70, 71 in that range, which is perfect for your cigars. And the 70-70 thing is everybody that I've talked to in brick and mortar and online, it's okay if the 70 temp, you might want to stay within that, no more than maybe 72 degrees, because you got to, in case you do have a problem with any kind of tobacco bugs or anything of that nature. The humidity, anywhere from 65 to 70 is a great range for your cigars. It all depends on the person, if you want them a little drier or a little moister. But these things are working great. But I ran across a humidor company called Cigar Star out of Canada. And I hesitated on getting one a few months ago, to be honest with you, because the price tag on those things were just up there. Well, I called last week, maybe a week and a half ago, and I talked to somebody there at Cigar Star. And he said, no, he said, don't be misled. He said, the prices that you'll see on our website, they're in Canadian dollars, not American dollars. So he said, our stuff's going to be higher than actually what you would pay. And of course, you got the shipping. He said the shipping may run you about $30 to get it to you, because you got to come across, the different country lines and all of the checkpoints and all the mess there. So the shipping is a little more than, of course, shipping in the States. But he said what you can see on our website, as far as, he says, get you a calculator or a conversion, put in that price, and then put it in US dollars, and you'll see what the price is. So I might pull the trigger on the Cigar Star humidor. They run about the same price range as a Diamond Crown. They'll be around $300, $400 price point. So they don't give them away. And of course, I know that's low ball compared to some of these humidors I've seen. That's $700, $800, one and two and three and $4,000 for a wood box. I mean, I don't need all that. But the nice part that I'm looking for is I like the magnetic lids, and the lids on them. A lot of them, your Savoys and different ones, some of those don't come with those, and your lower end boxes. And it's funny when I'm saying lower end at $150, $200 box, and you don't get a magnetic lid. But I like the fact of the Diamond Crown. The Diamond Crown humidors have those as well, and they're nice where you can take the Boveda little wooden or metal holders, Boveda pack holders, and they'll just stick right to the lid. They're magnets. You can take your hygrometer, stick it wherever you want it. It's magnified or magnetic, and so that makes it nice. Sorry for the whiteout right there, guys. Let me try this. See if I can do this in my video. I did it in the last one. Let's see if I can do. Yeah, let me see if I can get this thing to darken up a little bit. So anyway. I'm thinking about the Cigar Star. They have them with the magnetic lids, and I've got my eye on one. I think I might pull the trigger. Just having a nice box for presentation, and something nice to keep where you can showcase. And but anyway, that'll be part of my Christmas anyway, because I got some money for Christmas, and I might just go ahead and put it towards that. And I haven't give up on the Coolador. The Coolador, if I keep rolling with a cigar type thing, I might get one of the small 250 capacity humidors, but Cooladors. But I'm looking for the ones whenever they put out the nice LED lights on the side walls, instead of that little globe light on the top that really don't light nothing hardly. There's a couple of them that I've seen with them, but I'm waiting for a couple of things. The LED lights on the side wall, so when you open up the door, it lights up. The whole works, not just a certain part of it. The second thing is I want it to heat and cool, and I know those are out. But I want them to heat and cool, but I also want the one that has the humidity, the humidifier in there as well, where it keeps the humidity and adjusts the humidity as well as the temperature. So you don't end up spending a fortune in Bovita packs or these little gel tabs or whatever. You can drop in a little cup type thing and add some water. A lot of people say they work well too. I don't know, but we'll see. But because I know as soon as Bass Piper pulls a trigger on one of these Cooladors, either by New Air or Need One or some of these other brands, that they're going to come out with a one like I want. And so I'm just going to hold off on that. And my two canister, acrylic canister little humidors that I showed you several videos back, I've designated both of those now to just flavored or infused cigars. And I don't have a lot of those, but I do have some Rocky Patel Java. I got a few of those, and I got some of the Macanuno, M by Macanuno, like coffee, things like that. Espresso. I got a French vanilla. I'm just trying them, and so I got to keep them separated from my Tupperware that has all my naturals in there. So anyway, I'm going to show you that next week, and sometime next week, and then I'm going to break it all down and show you what the Tupperware looks like that I got for this Christmas. And in case anybody's wanting to look at getting into cigars, it's a cheap way to get into saving your cigars, keeping them at the right humidity and the right temperature, that type of thing. And it doesn't break the bank to do it. Like I said, it's not the prettiest looking thing, but it works. And so if that's what you're looking for, then so be it, and it's going to work great for you. I like it. I just want to venture off and try one of the wooden humidors, just because certain places in my home I like to have one for presentation more than anything really. But I will show you that next week. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get off of here. Miss Bass Piper's had the week off. She's been on vacation, and she's out with her mom and sisters doing some shopping. And so I'm home, and home alone, and don't even have the dog anymore. So I thought I would come out. This would be a great time to get the video out this week. And tomorrow, in the next few days, of course, I'll be busy with church. And then tomorrow I have a celebration going home service for our oldest church member, passed away on the 23rd of December. And she was 100 years old. And so we got a dear saint that's gone on to be with the Lord. And I'll be officiating that service tomorrow and graveside as well. So Bass Piper's going to be busy this week. And then I got to get ready for the services for Sunday. But anyway, guys, also, just to let you know, I'm thinking about maybe starting a new YouTube channel. It won't be Piper cigar related, but just tossing it around. I don't know yet, but I'm just putting it out there that I'm thinking about a channel. And if any of my subscribers know of something that you would like to see in a channel, put it down in the ash hole, whatever it may be. I'm really not going to be leaning towards doing basically anything. And this sounds bad from a preacher, but and from a religious standpoint, I just don't know yet. I've had a couple of people say, Bass Piper, why don't you put something out or do something more with revelation and prophecy and stuff of that nature. And that's something that I haven't ruled out, but I want the new channel to have some success to it. And I know sometimes when you get on religion and you get on the gospel, that usually don't fare well with a lot of people. I mean, as they say, stay off religion and stay off, taxes and everything else, and you'll do fine with most people. But the religion don't sometimes fare well. But I want to grow the channel, not not shut down the channel. But hey, who knows? God may lead that way, and that's where we'll go. but I'm just kind of wanting to venture off in something else. I've got some ideas of some things. I just want to make sure it's the right direction to go. But if you got any suggestions that you would like for Bass Piper to maybe even talk about here on the YTPC, or maybe ideas for the other channel that you would like to see that maybe we just don't have enough of, whatever the case may be, we can at least look at those things and see. But I've been thinking about it for the new year, maybe starting. I'm still going to be on YTPC with pipes and cigars and things of that nature. But the way the YouTube thing's going, our stuff can be cut off like that. That's why most of us have gone over to Rumble and got everything linked. It'll go over to Rumble, whichever you do on YouTube. So anyway, because if that happens with YouTube, then we can always do our pipes and cigar stuff on Rumble, but we may have to go to a different genre of a channel on YouTube. So and that way you kind of got the best of both worlds. YouTube, you got your own non-cigar, non-pipe channel, and then on Rumble it won't matter. You got more freedom of speech over there. But anyway, just kind of tossing it around, guys. So give me your thoughts on it if you got any suggestions for channels and or content that you might like to hear about, or Bass Piper can maybe even mention and get into some of the videos here on the YTPC. But anyway, we don't want to try to offend anybody, and we want to try to keep the format, that will help grow the new channel if I decide to go that route. I may not. But I'm going to pray about it and just seek God's direction as well on which way to go with that. But anyway, listen, you guys have a great new year in the next few days. I hope everything comes in good for you. And we will see you next year. Next week sometime. We'll be in the new year. So until then, relax, have a pipe and or cigar, and don't forget to count the many blessings God has bestowed upon us each and every day. Until then, we'll talk with you later. Bye-bye.